because we look on them as our children who have succeeded. And I think each of you that are parents here know how that feels. Let them know.
This is the very first couple we talked to about this business and about this opportunity. And Holly, you're so right about the speed of trust. This couple is amazing. They are phenomenal road warriors. They're our neighbors. They're our business partners. They're our friends, but they're our family. Please help me welcome brand new 3-star ambassadors, Tito and Irene.
But actually, our story mirrors everybody. I'm amazed how everybody's stories that came through is so like ours. A lot of you know our story. So for the folks that don't know our story, I'm just going to tell you a little bit. My husband comes from the corporate world. I come from the architectural world. I know how to design homes and how to actually build a home on paper. But that's not what we were when we first saw this business. Actually, just exactly what Linda and Dale said. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where we would be. We were so in debt, and I had no way out. If it hadn't been for them knowing about us and bringing us to this tremendous business, I don't know where we'd be. I'm here to tell you that what we did is focus with a laser vision, just like our banner says. Because if we hadn't, I had so many things going on the side that I had to pick and choose. What do I do? And this is where we needed to do. This is the only solution for what we had. And Kyle, thank goodness, he came and showed us this business. He's so knowledgeable. He said, we're just going to go with it. This is for each and every single one of you. I'm talking to all of you. I'm looking right at your faces. I'm not going to name anyone because I'll leave people out, but you know who you are. We come from the same kind of businesses before. And this one really, really, really works. But I couldn't do it at all if it hadn't been for this man right here. Actually, all of you know, if it wasn't for Tito's drive, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I'll let him finish the story. Love you all.
You know, Irene doesn't get the credit. I gotta tell you, Irene is a planner, she's a thinker, she's everything. I double book, triple book, and if it wasn't for her, nothing would get done, believe me.
Amen.
But anyway, you know, a lot of you know our story, but some of you may not. And I have about 2 minutes and 39 seconds to tell you very quickly that we were in trouble. You know, last year, and when you see your wife, we've had a good life, all of our life. In 2008-9, when the economy hit, we were deep, deep in trouble. And you know, when a husband sees his wife drowning in anxiety, You know, if you're any kind of man or something, you love your wife, it killed me inside, it did. And I have to tell you that if it wasn't for Dale and Linda called us to their home, and Dale, remember what you said, we have a paradigm shift. You talk about a salesman, paradigm shift. He says, we're going a different direction, and so we got Kyle on the line, and Kyle said, this is what we're going to be doing, and I wasn't happy, but, you know, we went ahead and moved on immediately. But I'll tell you something. Dale and Linda have given stability, wisdom, you name it. Kyle, you know, Kyle and I, let me tell you, we're probably 180 in a lot of ways, except we're both type A, bottom line people. But because we're so opposites, he said, create your story. Kind of like what Jason O'Toole was talking about. Create your story. Now, my major's in psychology, so I understand what that means, just totally. All the things that all of you have read, make a decision, get a dream, all those things. We knew that this was the shot. I saw it in his eyes. And you know, if it wasn't for that, we began immediately with borrowed money and everything. But I'll tell you, it's not about us. I'll tell you what I have even learned even more this weekend. It's never been about us. We were able to let go of our job, everything, but I fell in love with some of the leaders. I can't possibly begin to mention every leader in depth that we've had a chance to touch. But I will tell you, I will mention just 4 quick ambassadors, you know, in our business. You know, John Turner, who's a one-star ambassador, you know, his wife is in the hospital right now. She's battling some serious illnesses, yet his family's here. And to watch the caring, I was watching the food out there, you know, in lunch, preparing all that food, and I miss my friend Dolores. I miss her, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is I started to look at Mike Dawson. Mike and Sarissa are leaders that struggle, and they work, and they work, and they work, and they're a workhorse, and I'm so proud of you guys. So, you know, and they're so different. You know, I look at Topper and Sharon. Topper and Sharon, he's a planner, he's a thinker, he doesn't sleep. He sits there and thinks all night, and then the phone rings in the morning. Got an idea, you know? And I start looking at Michael and the Knuth. You know, they're sitting there with loving their entire group, and they're exploding. Fall in love with your people. And I got to tell you, we made a decision, went to the major function in Denver. We saw the love that you saw today between the founders, Nick, Ryan, Blake, and that's what made it for us. So I'm out of time. I got 5, a couple of seconds here. No, now it's going back up. Uh-oh. Anyway, we love you guys so much. Let's get this thing done. Kyle, thank you. Dale, Linda, we love you guys so much. Thank you.